Hello everyone, Hound here with another Vikings War of Clans video. Hope you all had a decent Fury. I've been trying my best to keep up with all the other players and kingdoms to see how their Fury has been. Unfortunately, with the addition of the new Holmgang update, some players have started experiencing difficulties and players could not see towers, which is extremely disheartening, especially since the majority of the game time in Fury comes in the tower phases. We won our Fury. It was a difficult matchup, but the clans just could not keep up with us and we took away the victory easily. However, there were not too many fun battles and our Fury was too stale, so I'll not bother spending more time on this topic. So a few moments ago, after Fury had ended, we received the news in our towns that Holmgang would be live on the 18th of January. This means that the clock in the participation time has started ticking. If you haven't already had a time to coordinate with your clan to find a suitable time to participate, you should do that as soon as possible. But also keep in mind that this event is optional. If you're burnt out from Fury, it might be a good idea to sit this one out, unless you really just want to experience it and get a feel for how the event would run. As you can see by looking at my screen, we have all cylinders firing, and we have started transforming resources that we are not in a high supply of to do more upgrades on the new Stronghold building. So far we've upgraded our trap towers to level 3, but we will be moving it to level 4 as soon as we can. As far as I remember, you do not need this building to participate in the Holmgang event, but if you wish to use traps, then you must construct the trap workshop. As I mentioned in my previous video, this building is extremely expensive to work with. We have spent a lot of time boosts, gold, and transformed resources to get ours to the point that we are at now, and it only gets more expensive as we go higher. Keep in mind that the building needs a lot of scrolls, dust, and transformed resources, so work accordingly to know how much of each you will need. In addition to this, in order to set traps, you will also need dust, so keep some in safekeeping for activating the traps. So let's talk about how you should work on the trap knowledge. We found that working down in the order of the level is the most cost-effective way of increasing your trap power, and use as few resources as possible. If you start with one trap and try to finish it in a specific level up to 10, you will be forced to pay a pretty penny, so think accordingly before you do any of these knowledge upgrades. We have finished ours by 1/3 of the total knowledge available, and this costed millions of scrolls, resources, and boosts. In addition to all of this, it is extremely important that you try to finish your Helheim levels to as far as possible and upgrade your Uba gear too. My Uba or Pop set is finished with all gear pieces at level 9 and all 12 offense runes are legendary pieces. The timing of this event is not ideal. Just after Fury and before CVC means that if you do not have a decent amount of troops in your town, you're now forced to train without a training bonus to be ready for fights that happen. My clan is 15 trillion influence and power, and I estimate that we need around 500 million of T7s each for the fights. Since in order to max the personal achievements we need 225 million T7s killed, and for the clan event 10.5 billion T7s killed, this is not cheap at all. Since we do not know anything about our opponents, however, there is no real way of guessing what amount of troops are truly needed. Another issue that concerns me is the fact that each clan can choose to participate, which means a clan that does not have enough troops or enough players willing to fight can choose to not submit an application to participate. This leaves only clans eager to fight, and for a 15 trillion influence clan in an Asgard league, this could mean that the clan that we get paired up with could be way out of proportion for a clan that we would normally meet during a normal CVC event. There are still a lot of questions and concerns, but no real way to answer them unless we get to play it for ourselves and figure it out. That's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.